Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Unscripted. Yeah, let's get started. Unscripted, P-Funk, Spawn Vicious, Nard the Madman, special guest, Black Deniro.
What up, Black?
What up, Black? Yo.
What's up with you, dog?
I'm chilling, man. Just talk to you.
No AAA? Yeah. No, none of that. Not a rapper no more. Yeah. I see that.
I do rap.
Do you?
Yeah, all right. Just not as much.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe. Check it out down there.
UnScriptedRx.
There you go. You should see the bell and all the other good shit. You know, all the good shit that's on there.
Yeah, Keith got us.
Yo, I think your mic's not on. I don't hear you.
No, man. Turn your mic on.
Is my mic on?
There you go.
His mic is on.
Spawns in the
Does my
building.
mic sound nice? Check one.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there it is.
Shout out Keith, Focus Films, right? I got it right this time, right? Yep.
Hey, Keith, could you get my name right when you do my joke next time? Though?
Yo, listen,
Focus
Keith,
Films.
he had beef with you the whole week, dog.
Beef.
He had beef.
Why you put beef?
Yo, every time, man. Listen,
like, come on,
listen.
that's so, like there's real beef happening. That
I was like,
beef.
I was like,
I just said,
yo,
can I
easy.
get my name spelled
I said,
right?
easy.
It's a
It's his first
typo.
time.
No,
No,
when you want your name spelled right?
yeah,
Like,
mine was right.
Oh,
Mine was
yeah,
right.
I
I wasn't worried about that.
Man,
I didn't have beef with you, dog.
Keith, you ain't even gotta put his name. I'll spell it out next time. I got
There you
you.
go.
Don't worry about that. You handle the other part. We good. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Keith, man.
There you go.
Thank you, Keith.
Yes. Yo, so anyway, man, let's get started. Like I said, we got Black Deniro in the building. What's good with you, man? I haven't talked to you in a little while, man. In fact, I was just giving a history fact to everybody that Black Deniro was my first video was on World Star, interview that got put on World Star. Was it?
I ain't know that.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
That's one of them Jones that set off the revolution, man.
It was you and, you know, the other ball.
I knew I was the first Batcave
No, was it?
interview. Yeah.
No, you was, but no, you was the
You
first.
the first one that got seen.
You was the first one that got seen on Backhead.
Well, out of everybody that we used to be around and shit, that had quote unquote names, everybody when you was running around asking everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you were the first. You were the first one, man.
I'm
So-
like, he like Soldier Boy.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, yeah. Get your Soldier Boy on,
No,
man.
so
Go ahead.
this is my thing right now, right? So
All right.
what I'm doing, I'm speaking up. People don't like it, so you gotta catch a lot of scrutiny with what I'm doing right now. Everything that I say, I'm speaking facts with it.
Okay.
So
Right.
because motherfuckers be like, yo, you do this and that, let it go. I ain't letting shit go. I'm letting motherfuckers know how I rock. You know what I'm saying? And how people don't rock the same.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's how I rock. And I'm glad that people like yourself will say that, because a lot of people won't say I was the first to do certain things.
No, well, I mean, how I realize now is I don't like to use the term give a person flowers, but what I do like to do is
Jeff says bubble wrap. Jazzy Jeff, he likes to use the term bubble wrap.
bubble wrap.
Yeah, preserving people, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
there you
bubble
go.
wrap motherfuckers. We gotta,
Yeah,
keep motherfuckers around, keep true motherfuckers around and shit.
exactly. So
As long as I know him, Black, he's been a very, very good dude and
Yeah.
shit. Real motherfucking shit.
every time I've
Solid.
asked him to do stuff, he's had fucking attitudes. You know what I mean? And, you know,
Anybody have an attitude with you, yo? You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, man. You know,
It's all good though.
But at the end of the day, he's never said no, or I couldn't do it, or if, you know, whether it's a freestyle or interviews, things like that. But yeah, so yeah, he was the first. So
He got some
yeah, he was on his Soldier
freestyles,
Boy.
too.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, dog. Slow
no.
down. Pump the brakes.
No,
Pump the brakes, dog.
Black got some shit.
Pump the
You know what I
brakes,
mean?
dog. There's, I don't
Same
know about all
motherfucker used to
that.
be calling me, yo, you got the joint with the show.
Right.
So anyway, listen. So I know you've been doing more than just raps and being an MC. I know you've been a movie, producer, director, actor. Let's get into that a little bit real quick. First one was the movie, and I did tell you off air. Yeah, I'm not lying. I really tried to bootleg your shit. I tried to pull it up on my Fire Stick, right? Because I didn't feel like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I didn't feel like giving them the credit. I didn't want to give him the credit like that or
Which
the
one
stream.
was it though? Was it Backfire or
What was the first? What
was the movie?
Because now you have a catalog at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, so the first one I tried, which was that was on Netflix, right?
Yeah, that was
so I was getting Netflix, right? But I didn't want to pull it up on Netflix, right?
It wasn't gonna do nothing for me.
Yeah, so I wanted to pull it up someplace where it wouldn't give you credit, nothing like that,
It's
right?
already
So,
trending without
but
you.
I couldn't do it.
Right.
So I
That's
had to go back
horrible. See
go
what kind
back
of
to
guy he
Netflix,
is?
right? Because he's my
See,
man. I'm
that's
gonna tell him
what
the
you
truth.
gotta
I'm gonna tell him the truth.
But that's
So
how you
I
gonna
went
do
back to
it.
Netflix
All right.
and I watched it, right? So I had to give him the stream. I had to give him the stream. And believe it or not, I usually would hate, but no.
Couldn't hate on
Go
that.
ahead. No, go ahead. This is because this is what happens.
Couldn't hate.
This is what happens. This is how niggas be for real behind closed doors. They really want to watch the movie with the intent to hate. They niggas be watching. I said in the previous interview, the one thing about film is even your so-called ops gonna watch your shit.
Yeah, no.
Even the haters they might not listen to your music. They're not gonna if they don't like you, ain't nobody gonna listen to your music. They're not doing it. Don't play that shit in my car.
Right.
But if they scrolling past Netflix and they see that face on there,
Right, they like,
they
oh,
gonna
wait a
watch it because they gonna watch it with the intent to say, "Let me see this bullshit," and they just want to find one thing to hate about it, or they gonna be laying with a bitch
minute. Right.
and she gonna watch it,
Oh well, yeah.
and they gonna watch it because that's how a lot of people saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but all jokes aside,
And it was trending without his stream. Like,
Yeah.
that's not the point. The point was I didn't want to give you the stream.
it was cool.
But
It was
no,
already trending.
no. All jokes aside, it was a very good film. I was impressed. Number one because
It was a good plot.
No, it was a good plot.
It had
Well-
that flavor to it. It was seasoned.
Well, not only that, because I know Black. I know him as an MC. Honestly, not that he couldn't pull off movies, but I just known him as an MC. And then once I really seen the finished product, it was like I was like,
Well,
okay.
here's the question.
Yeah.
What made you want to decide? Yo, I'm going to make a movie. Because that's not a normal rapper thing to do. They're just gonna sell T-shirts or some shit.
Yeah, right. CDs.
Or
At
normally,
the time,
they
CDs,
want to
right?
be in the movie.
Yeah.
They're not normally like the producer.
Yeah,
Like, you know
exactly.
That's
You
the
know what I'm
number one
saying?
question.
So that's
That's
the
the number one question.
that's admirable. You know what I'm saying? Because not a lot of people would actually take that route.
Yeah.
They would actually want to be in front of the camera.
Right.
It's a hidden blessing. I ain't know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I tell people all the time. I ain't know. I ain't know I can write movies. I didn't know.
The creativeness came out.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, all right.
So what made you want to do it?
So you
though?
wrote it by
Yeah.
yourself, or you?
Yeah,
team?
I write it by myself.
Okay.
You ever notice something that when you're finally doing it and you look back and backstep and look at your life, you be like, I was doing this, I was thinking about that, I was doing this. So all the time I could have wanted to be doing movies and didn't know.
Right.
Like I knew I wanted to rap.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But with the movies, I remember one time I wanted to do a older film, and I called Rick Dange, and I was like, I want to find some old school cars and do like an old school Bumpy Johnson type short film type thing, and I'm gonna be selling CDs instead of work and stuff like that. And that was the first thought. There's a lot of times I thought like that and I never did it. So
Right.
you know what I mean? I just call it a hidden blessing because I didn't know. Like, my first short film was There's More to the Story. Y'all know the story. 'Cause y'all, you know what I'm saying? We all homies. So it's like I was just doing that joint. Like I didn't have the luxury of having people put my shit everywhere, like mainstream people. Like when somebody come out with an album, it's on billboards, it's on
Doing it
commercials,
from the mud.
this, that, and the third. So y'all know what I would do. I would go get, y'all saw me in the studio all the time. I would go get everybody from Philly on a DVD. Every rapper you damn near name in my era and this time, and a little bit before me or after me, is on one of my DVDs, on my documentary. Then I will put my shit in there. So, if you like Vodka, if you like Reed, if you like Hattie, if you like Meek, if you like,
Then you being seen.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You would listen to them, but then my shit would be in there. So I did that with It's More to the Story.
Right.
But then I did the last song I made on there was like it was called It's More to the Story. And I was like, I'm gonna act this shit out first. So then I thought about who I can use. I use Cousin E. I use Spank the Comedian. I called Spank. I'm like, Spank, I need you. He like, how long you need me for, man?
Shout out to Spank.
This your favor. What you need? I said, yeah. How long you need? I said, I need you for 1 day. 1 day is all you get, Black. So Spank came through, and then I had some people from the neighborhood. We put it together. High depth shot it. Took us 3 days, sun up to sundown, boom, knocked it out, put it out. Shit just went boom. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
You never know. It happens.
Because listen, that's a hell of a hustle. Because I just looked at like just the whole process of what you did from making the movie to actually having your premiere. You know, like he really was a Rudy Ray Moore. Like he really was. Like, but the crazy part about it was, but you feel what I'm saying? But that was the same thing. Like his story. Like, you know what I mean? It was the same thing. Like you just.
Because my next question is like, because all right, here you go. You've hustled music, you've hustled movie now. It's different hustle, you know what I'm saying? And a different payoff at the end of the day.
That's the same.
Different politics.
A hustle is a hustle.
Right, I got that.
Different politics. It was just.
Change your product.
Listen, it was like this. Like when I put that movie out, that short film out, I really wasn't calling it a movie. That's why I always give Meek that credit, because Meek tweeted it out. And
right.
Meek called it a movie.
Shout out to Meek.
Shout out Meek.
And then we just, from there, I just was like, all right, shit. First time I hit 1 million views, I was trying to get that million, because you know back then people wasn't getting them astronomical 244 millions and all the shit that they get now.
Right.
Yeah.
So to get 1 million views was crazy. This is about 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And then it went to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's like it almost had 12 million views.
And your movies are on.
That's on YouTube.
That's YouTube.
And then I got a little taste of that, and then I wrote Brush, and then it was over from there. Once I saw the money that I obtained from Brush and the notoriety, I kind of like fell back off of rap a little bit.
Shit, you knew.
I mean, a lot of it.
You know what? You know the product that moves at that point. Yeah, I mean, you like, oh wait a minute, this is where it's at.
And when I did Backfire, I was like, I'm cool. This shit is way better. It's more fun for me. It's less aggravation.
Less stress.
Not a lot of tension. Like rappers, everywhere you go, you got
energy.
Yeah, when you walk in the room with rappers, most of the time, man, you
competition.
feel the energy. Most of the time, it's like not a good feeling. Everybody think they better than everybody. Everybody got to open the conversation up with no dick eating, but it's like that don't happen with film. When I'm in film, because when I'm in film, people think I'm in the room with these same people that be acting and rapping or just our culture, and it's not. Right. I'm in the room full of all white people sometimes. I'm in the room with Italian people, Mexican. I'm in the room with different people that do this, and when they come over to you, they say, "Hey, I saw you on Netflix. I just stand the third. It was beautiful. It was great. Hey, my name's Julie or my name's Tom, and we can. Hey, let's change." They don't say no dick eating, but you know,
I mean, you only even as good as your network.
Even our culture, they don't say that in there. They just
got
be
a
like,
network.
You know, you keep it. Can we make a segue into something, one of our topics? This might be a good segue into one of the topics.
Amen. Do you?
You know what I mean? Like, because we were talking earlier. We were just talking about the culture of you know, we talking about Philly, but in general street politics, right? And how some, like, a lot of times they don't translate into those rooms that you in.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like street rules.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we carry a set of codes a lot of times that, you know, don't necessarily, you know what I mean, apply in other places and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't see things, not to cut you off, if you don't see things, you don't know. Like a lot of people don't understand it. They don't know. Out the box. It's like when it's like being in the hood on the block. All you know is the block.
Right.
All you know is the block. It's just like in BelAir. Some people look at the dude that came out to visit Will like, you stupid. Y'all got this, but you want to go back to West Philly? That's why I like that was genius in writing that, because
I do want to talk about
all
that.
he knew.
That was something I wanted to talk about.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I'm just throwing. We can get back to it. But when you on a block, that's all you know.
Yeah.
And then you might expand to a couple neighborhoods. That's all you know. Then you go from just knowing your block to just knowing Philly.
But see,
you haven't seen a lot of things. You haven't. A lot of people just started going to Miami. We was doing that shit. They, you know, Miami, Vegas. I done shopped on Rodeo Drive. I've been to Beverly Hills.
The question really was more or less like like street code. Remember we was talking about that? That's really
yeah, but that's the
whole point. And that was the whole point.
Like the whole point.
Yeah.
The whole point is you don't know.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, once you have experiences like that, and once you go dealing with stuff like that in the world and other places, when you come back to that scene, you almost don't have anything in common with that scene. You can't almost tell people on the scene about those experiences because they don't understand.
Because you don't understand it because they never been
They
there.
can't comprehend it and shit.
Yeah, I get that.
And to you, that might be your regular move.
Yeah.
You know Not only that, it's just like I've always been my own person. Y'all know that. I've always been smart. I was blessed to be intelligent. So it's like I do what I want to do, and you catch whenever you want to think about something or open your mouth or do something, you got to be prepared for what comes with it.
Absolutely.
Just like when I was in the street, if I would call a rat out or say this and say that, I was prepared for whatever came with it, whether he was a shooter or not. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like now I like to say when I do certain things for people and this don't return, I'm going to say it, or how things should be helped to be gathered in our city or something, I'm going to say it. And people might be like looking at it from a different perspective of, you don't have to say this, you don't worry about that. Or even with the street code, it's like, if I'm going to say I don't follow the street rules no more because I'm not in the street, I got to be prepared for what comes with that. But it's not going to change my mind no matter what you think. It ain't gonna make me say, you know what, you right, I'm back in the street, fuck it, I want to die and go to jail, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's being a leader.
I'm not gonna do that.
That's leading.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
And I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, I don't follow.
What you're saying is whether a person says this person is a rat, that got nothing to do with you.
Me no more.
They got nothing to do.
Y'all know I was the biggest.
No, I get
ever.
it. No, I get it. There's been times back in the day, again, yes, in interviews you've said, yo, such and such is a fucking rat.
Yeah, I say
don't fuck with bull. And it's like, all right, I
say
get
it on the air. I ain't give a fuck. But see, I'm not. It's not only just because it's like, oh, you left the streets. It's just a mentality of mature thinking to me. Some people gonna gravitate to it. Some people that's not. I be in clubhouse rooms and stuff like that. Everybody be, oh, he's a rat. You rat. I don't give a fuck about none of that no more. Like, it is like, I still got integrity. I ain't never gonna tell on nobody. I ain't never doing nothing to tell on nobody. But I'm not. It's just not something that I'm focused on. Like, I wasted a lot of energy and years and times worrying about who the fuck what did somebody else doing. Right. It's funny that people say don't worry about what nobody else doing, but y'all worry about who telling and who not. If you don't even know this motherfucker, he from Boston, I don't give a fuck about him.
I'm not doing business with that bull like that.
Even if I'm doing business with him or not. And on top of that, it's like, it's always, people want to fix our culture too. People always say something about, you know, how blacks can get along. Let's stop killing each other. They always want to blame the white man, blame oppression, blame them, all this other stuff, which is a big factor of why our culture it is the way it is. But it's still, some of it is because they be worrying about the wrong shit,
self-inflicted shit,
and nobody want to say it. Like, nobody want to say it. Like,
say it out loud.
Sometimes you gotta have the energy.
You gotta have the energy to fight.
You gotta have the energy to fight this shit. That's why I tell people, even when I'm talking about back to what I do, and motherfuckers be like, just let it go. Fuck these niggas. Fuck that. I can't do it. Listen, Malcolm X ain't screamed by all means all necessary one time.
You said it more than once.
Yeah. King ain't just say, Martin Luther King ain't just say that for a month. You know what I mean? And just be like, you know what, fuck it, do what y'all want. He kept on going until he died.
It's influence, man. You have to influence.
So I'm gonna keep saying what I'm saying.
So
that's it, man.
Before I do want to touch on this because Black did bring it up. I've been dying to talk about. I meant to talk about this on the last episode. BelAir.
Oh man,
yeah. I wanted to talk about this. Shout out to BelAir. Shout out.
Good show.
I was out there. First
of all, did everybody? You seen it, right, Black?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen.
No, you seen it?
I haven't actually watched the whole thing. Okay. I haven't watched the whole thing. Yet,
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I saw. Never mind.
Yeah. Again,
I mean, because I'm hanging with Jeff, so I fucking they doing the podcast. I saw the first 5 episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like, all right, and then we went out to premiere and shit like that.
But pretty much, you know the premise. You know what's going on.
I know the whole premise. I know exactly what's going on.
So first of all, I just want to tell everybody, it's a very good show.
Absolutely.
I had my doubts in the beginning, and I remember I was talking to Spawn about this, right? So I said, Spawn, I ain't fucking with this. Spawn said, no, it's a different twist, right? So I'm like, all right,
just
Spawn.
Be ready to hate.
Yeah, I'm in my hate bag, right? Dog, I'm in my hate bag. Like, yo, I'm like,
he is the great hater.
He's the
listen,
hater.
No, I'm not the great hater. I'm just saying the bag is there. It's theirs. Like, you can use it.
You're a grand chief hater number one.
So listen, so Spawn told me to check it out. Then Lava.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Ab
Shout
Lava.
out Lava.
Yep. He told me to check it out. He said no. He said funk is a different twist to it. So I said fuck it. One day I was sitting at the crib. I was smoking. I'm high, popping on. I like the twist. So it's so if everybody hasn't seen it, just overall, it's the storyline of the comedy that was on in the early '90s with Will Smith, but it's not so much funny. It has a real twist to it.
It's the Dark Knight version.
Yeah. Basically,
it's modern.
like
it's modern. People got to understand that it's a modern day situation.
It's like
it's not the
Fresh
same
Prince
thing.
of BelAir meets The Wire.
Pretty much,
I mean, it's the same thing. It's just different. You know what I mean? They're giving you a different view of
The Wire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
So
a good way to look at it.
So again, I like it. Now, I've been hearing different people and their, perspective of it, and first of all, I just want to make this clear. This is not about Will Smith's life. I see that on the internet a lot. I hear a lot of people in chats, they talking about, well, why is Will and it is his high school? Because it's not his life.
No, it's not his story.
It's not his story.
fictional.
He's just an actor.
The actual story of the Fresh Prince is actually about the story of Benny Medina, the actual executive producer of the original Fresh Prince of BelAir.
Yeah.
He is about his life moving, I think, from Harlem or something like that
Something
to
like that,
the West
yeah.
Coast. Like that was his story and shit.
Right.
And he was retelling that kind of story in the Fresh Prince. So
They just tailored it to Will being from Philly, and then
Philadelphia,
so again, because a lot of people I hear a lot of flack about that, and I'm like, it's not about him. So
it's fiction.
yeah,
you know?
exactly, because the beginning story was fiction.
Yeah.
Like so. My point is, I guess I want to hear you guys' opinions on first what you think, and
I think it's a good show. I see. I watch things different now.
as a director. Yeah, see,
I watch everything
you don't
different.
got your rap hat on.
I mean, I watch it and I enjoy it, but it's like if I can enjoy it when I'm watching it and I know how a lot of things was done or shot, then that's good for me, because sometimes when you do film, it fuck you up on how you see movies.
Yeah. You start.
You know what I
looking
mean?
at it
Because you
different.
see so many. Like I can't watch a movie sometimes, and I'll be telling my lady, "Oh my God, I know how they did that. So they did this," and then they be like, "Oh right," like,
or you see, or you actually see
But
bad editing.
It's,
in
it's,
a
it's the
movie,
same
or-
thing with music.
Like, yeah,
you
no,
know what I mean?
absolutely,
You
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
like, oh, somebody stepped him in. Like, you know what I mean? You
Oh
you
man,
hear
when
it.
I'm
like in Hoodlum.
listening to music, I'm like, it's weird for me listening to music. 'cause
Why the
I'm listening to
hi-hat
music
sound
in
like they over
minutia,
there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like,
You know.
all right, I hear edits, I hear all types of stuff in
Yeah.
music that motherfuckers don't normally hear. But
So
okay.
a lot of shit on the characters, like, is because they're like, it's not like, for example,
It's
the
not as
Carlton,
clean and-
yeah,
and-
or like the Carlton character, like they're shitting on board.
How about this?
Like,
I've
they're
seen
shitting
I've
on
seen
board.
that meme, and it's
Yeah.
all good, But here's, what my question becomes this. You know
that's
what I'm
all
saying?
good though. He like it.
All right, here you go. I understand what they're saying. I get the whole critique of it. It's
They're like,
not the,
Carlton doesn't have the old Carlton didn't have a
it's
drug
not,
habit.
It's not as clean and as whatever.
Right.
And now we got black people
It's
in
all
this light and this and
conversation.
everything. It's all conversation.
It's
But here's
like-
the thing: if we're going to participate in entertainment, right?
There you
If
go.
we're going to participate in places in spaces like this and shit. You know what I'm saying. We would never complain about Dallas, right? We didn't complain about Dallas, and white people weren't complaining about Dallas and the dysfunction of the families on those television shows
Right.
or those kind of soap opera
Or
shows,
Knots Landing,
or Knots
or-
Landing and
yeah.
stuff like that. So why do we have these same critiques about our version of entertainment?
No,
our
they're gonna
version
do
of
that regardless
entertainment.
though.
Well,
You
I think
know what I'm
I
saying?
think a lot of
Listen,
them.
it's not even that. It's just the fact that if you're not that makes it a good show.
Man.
It's not about us
But black
critiquing it.
people.
It's just no. It's not
color,
even
it's
that.
crazy.
I get what
The
y'all
conversation,
saying.
the
I get what you're
conversation.
saying,
Right.
but if you wasn't watching it, you would have nothing to talk about.
Right.
That's what I'm
That's the
saying.
critique.
So at the end of the day, those conversations, everybody gonna have different views on things and different opinions on things. They're gonna say certain things because they might say, "Oh, Carlton wasn't a this, that, and the third." That don't have nothing to do with the modern day joint. It's not the
Right.
same
Right.
Carlton.
Right.
It's not the
Not
same
even the
thing.
same
But they're
joint.
still talking about it. That's why I tell you about like.
But the funny part about that, I will say this, even with the character of Carlton, it really was. If you look back if you watch the show, in one episode he did have a drug episode. The only thing they did is just stretched it over.
See, you still
longer.
doing it though.
No.
No.
I agree with
Well,
it.
no,
No,
I-
listen to what I'm saying. You gotta get the bottom line to what I'm saying.
What?
You're still talking about it.
Yeah.
That's your assumption on it. But then somebody else can come back and say he didn't have no drug problem because you just said that. Because you just said he did have a little drug joint saying this when they stretched it out. It's still conversation about BelAir.
They still drawing.
Oh, no.
What I'm saying is that's the good show because at the end of the day, it's like
the conversations.
if you don't watch it, it's nothing to talk about. That's what I like about film.
Right.
Back to the music over film. I love music, but music, nobody's gonna listen to your shit. You heard number 13 on a bullshit on somebody that you don't like or bullshit.
It's a coaster.
You didn't hear it. You
never
heard number 13.
I break bud up on that.
You never heard number 13. You never heard number
Ash
1.
on the joint.
You feel what I'm saying? You might have heard some of number 1. You didn't hear 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't like them. You don't like the person or the artist. But with movies and film, you will watch a movie even if you don't like it. It's people that may not like BelAir, but they're still watching every fucking episode. So you ever watch a movie and the shit corny, and you just watching the whole shit? The movie 2 hours long.
I watched this corny.
Well, no, you want to know why?
She go in that room. I swear to God, I'm turning this off. Oh, she went in there.
You want to know why though?
Oh, that shit corny and shit. And
I do that bullshit because I'm gonna tell you because I'm committed. At that point, like I've already committed to this
film.
No,
it's a different
no.
thing
What
film.
I'm saying to you as a person, like I agree with you, meaning that you're right because I will sit there and watch a shit ass movie. Yeah,
you call and promote it. That's what happens. Or you see somebody, you saw that bullshit ass. You're promoting it right there. And
so now another person gonna watch it just to see if it's
conversation, good or bad.
That's
It's fucking
happened.
conversation.
My movie trended on Netflix for 4 months, right?
Yeah,
it stopped trending. It wasn't trending. I don't know what was, I mean, okay, they had their fun with it.
Right.
All of a sudden, the movie started trending. I'm like, damn, my movie trending. What's going on?
Right.
Shit crazy. I'm just thinking that people were just back on it again. Because it takes millions of views for your people for the shit to trend.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm on my Instagram one day, and this guy says, mind you, I don't even know about fucking Gary Owen's podcast.
Okay.
But I'm a fan of Gary Owens.
I like Gary Owens.
And some kid said, I'm from Australia or Texas or whatever he said. He said, Gary Owens was talking about your movie. He was trying to put it down, but I actually liked it. And I put my peoples on and they like it. So I typed back, he wasn't talking about my movie. He was talking about the T.I. joint. Because T.I. and them had a movie out. It was horrible. Mike Epps and T.I.
Okay.
Oh.
So he was like, but then again, see, I watched the whole shit. And he was like, no, he was talking about your movie. And he typed the time.
Right.
So I go on YouTube. I noticed Gary Owens got a podcast.
Right.
I watched the segment of him talking about.
Right.
Of course, it was funny as fuck what he was doing.
He's a comedian.
It was funny as shit.
His expressions.
But he said it's the best worst movie that he ever saw.
But it's how we look at B movies.
Yeah.
So this is Gary Owens.
But your
talking
shit wasn't
about
a B
my
movie.
Yeah.
That's what made it started trending because he's Gary Owen. He got a big ass situation.
He got a
going on.
big stage. He got a
And
platform.
then when he did that, I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm elevating anyway because I'm being talked about by Gary Owens. Some people that's nothing
Shit,
to me.
he
That's
watched
big.
it.
Instead
Like,
of a regular person
He
sitting on
sat
the
there,
couch.
took
He
the
sat
time
and
out,
watched
and
it.
watched
Instead
this
of a
thing.
person sitting on the couch and doing shit with your life, talking about critiquing my movie. Fuck you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I got this nigga grinding me up like they would do a roast with somebody else, and then I DM'd him.
Right.
Now he got all these millions and millions of followers. I don't think he gonna see this shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And
Hit you right back.
He don't follow me. So
Boy,
it's
hit you
gonna
right
not
back.
even gonna go in primary general. It's gonna go into the other joint.
Right.
I just found those boxes and shit like about a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm the guy that wrote that movie that you saw, the best, worst movie. I said, I watched. I said, I wrote it, I cast it, I co-directed it, I paid for it, I starred in it. Right?
Uh-huh.
I ain't thinking he gonna see that shit.
Uh-huh.
Maybe like an hour later, he wrote back. I got
Some
more
real
respect for
shit.
you for that because I know how hard it was to do that, to be in film. Boom, boom, boom.
That shit ain't,
blah, blah, blah.
ain't easy.
But that's why my movie started trending again.
Wow.
And then
Because
I said,
people
one
went
day,
to go check it
one
out,
day
like,
you
what is
gonna
he
be
talking
working
about?
for me. And then I was in the room in Clubhouse with Lou Williams and Spanking them. We up the top kicking it. They said, Gary Owens just dropped in the room. Man, pull him up. I said, yeah, pull him the fuck up.
Grind you right up on it.
He come up, everybody speaking to him, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, Lou used to be at the game and come back in on the locker room and be on Clubhouse and then go back out to the game. I'll be right back, y'all. You know what I mean? So,
Lemon pepper.
so we they
Lemon
pulled Gary
pepper.
up. Everybody, what's up, Gary? Hey, what's going on, Spank? What's going on? So I said, what's up, Gary? He said, who's this? I said, it's Black Deniro. He said, Still don't know who that is. Right? I said, it's the guy that wrote the best movie you ever saw on Netflix. He said, oh, yeah, that was the best worst movie. Man, so now, you know, the thing about it is he kicked it.
Right.
He kicked it and he got to know that. And now for this comedy that I'm writing that I was telling y'all about, he's going to be in it because it ain't nothing but a matter of hiring. And if he don't be in it, then that's going to be...
But keep in mind, anybody that was in that room that didn't see it, they like, oh, we gotta go now and see the best worst movie.
Started trending again.
Right. That's what I like. No, it didn't start trending again, but it trended for a while. It trended for a few months after he did that.
Yeah.
Look, since we're back to this subject, I do want to ask you a question. Netflix, how did you do that?
I'm a hustler, Funk. I ain't telling you my remedy.
Damn, dog. Damn, dog.
Telling you my secrets, man.
Yeah, all right, well, how about this? Is it a process?
It is always
everything's
a process.
Yeah,
but like,
how did you start the Bad Cave? You were starting that radio.
I'm just that dude.
It's a process, right?
No, I'm just that dude.
That shit was a process.
Listen, I'm not in your category, dog. All right, listen, all right, just understand that. Understand that.
You're killing. You put our guests to sleep.
Yeah, when I hear bullshit, I fall.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man.
It's like
look,
a perk.
Look, every time it turn around, I'm helping his career out. I'm just getting lit that up.
God. All right, thank y'all for having me. Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Helping his career out.
Yo, can we move on to the rest of the podcast?
No, listen, man. I'm just saying, man. Look,
hold on. Hold on. All right, nah, never mind.
Go ahead. Say
no, because I was going like, you be loud, you be wrong and shit. So I just wanted to correct you about last week. Shit.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Correct you about
be loud and be wrong.
No, at this particular time, I was loud and wrong.
And I don't want to just keep going over this conversation.
Yeah.
Like the trans.
Do this time.
We had a conversation last week.
I want the army to get him.
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into this type of shit. Last week we had a conversation about the transgender woman who fucking is on University Penn swim team and is breaking records and shit.
Well, let me make it clear of what I need to apologize about.
Well,
or clear up. Not apologize, but just clear up.
Misinformation.
Yeah, it was just. So what I said was I was saying transgender men, and I should have been saying transgender woman.
Right.
I still stand by everything that I said.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying. I just don't want to get.
It was just an education thing because we don't know.
All right. So last episode, real quick.
What is a transgender woman?
See, that's an example of what
The comments are we're gonna be back to some problems in a minute because Black Deniro.
Listen.
So all right, so let me explain it, or we could explain it to you.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Transgender woman is a man who changes gender to become a woman.
That's because y'all fall into
here it
shit
comes
that everybody's doing in this world today.
Here we go.
Nah,
please comment down below. This is Black Deniro.
I don't care about those comments either. I don't care what nobody say. Listen, to each his own.
No. That wasn't. No. Listen to what he was saying before. We were clearing
So y'all
up.
saying that's the definition supposed to be?
Well, no. What we're saying is when you're talking about in this conversation that we're having about the transgender who was participating in sports, it was a transgender woman, not a transgender man.
Yeah.
Because a transgender man is a woman who changes gender to become.
I understand what you're
that's
saying.
All.
So that's what I'm saying.
We were just clearing that up.
We're not speaking to right or wrong.
Yeah, we're speaking
I understand.
We want the technical
we want the
aspect
technical
of it,
terms to be right. Because what happens
I
when you don't get the technical terms right, then motherfuckers start saying all types of weird shit.
I got it.
And that's be the start of the weird shit, even though this shit's already weird.
No, I get it.
It's already weird.
But we just want to get that part of it out the way before.
No, I understand.
And like I said, I don't want to turn this into the
we didn't want to make it
like that.
different.
I want to just want to.
But we want to put out good information.
We want to at least have
accurate.
And I learned something.
You know what I did.
I understand what you're saying.
I learned something.
But
I will tell y'all this though.
We are unscripted and we don't inhibit free speech. So in terms of what you want to say,
I understand.
If you had
I understand now.
if you had something you wanted to say, then you know what I mean.
No, I get it.
I just wanted to correct P-Funk on that one thing.
That's all, yeah. So, but I will say this though. So Bruce Jenner, now not Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, did throw her hat in the ring,
See that?
See, look, see.
No, I'm not talking about the hat.
Yeah, say
man. I don't say. Listen, bro.
No. So what? No, you please say what you're gonna say. But what I'm saying is, they spoke.
What's this?
What do you mean? Yeah,
I don't know what to call it.
What's this right here?
You trying to set us up, man? It's on camera, bro. What we doing here, man?
It's a backwood, right? It's a fucking backwood.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do to it. It's a fucking backwood. So I'm not getting into those. I'm not going to get into.
You're not going to change your pronouns? That's what you're not going to do?
If you're a man, you're a man. If you're a woman, you're a woman. Okay. You can identify yourself as a woman. You can identify yourself as a man if you choose to do so. But I just watch these joints on Dr. Phil and all that, and I don't understand how people be doing this. I know everybody want their own. You're going to be outnumbered, just like the rats. You're going to be outnumbered with the rats. When you're a real nigga, you're going to be outnumbered. It's nothing you can say. You're going to be outnumbered by people that think so a lot different in this world. So only a small amount of people that's going to really think reality. And the guy on there who was a white man said, when you die, and if you are a fucking man, when they don't know what you were, and they do your DNA off your skeleton and your teeth that's left or whatever the fuck, it's going to say you're a man. And that's what I stand by. You are a man. You can be a transgender woman. I'm not calling you a she.
Yeah,
I'm not calling you a nothing. I'm just going to see how you doing, Mr. Jenner. His name is. I mean, how you doing, like, or whoever. I'm not, it's no disrespect. It's just that, bro, to me, if you're a woman, you're a woman. If you're a man, you're a man. I don't understand this world sometimes. Like, how does it get?
I don't think they mixed up the bones yet. Like, I mean, it's still identifiable. Like, DNA is still male and female.
Well, here you go. It came into our conversation was because of competition.
That's really what it was. It was the conversation last time.
Having them in sports.
Like, in other words. Way, but
like,
I said she. Because you're subjected to say she because people will say you have to say she.
No, I don't. No, I don't have to say anything. I do agree with you. I do not feel like I should be. I have to.
You a bitch ass nigga. I don't just walk around calling you that.
No.
I don't just walk around calling you a bitch ass nigga all day.
But listen,
you know what I'm saying?
But the sad part about it is, but you a fake ass nigga because you the one holding that back though. Because you should have been real and said that. You should have been real and said that. That's the problem.
And I identify you as a bitch
that's
ass
the problem. The bull is fake, man. That's what it is.
No matter what you call yourself. You call yourself a real nigga. Call yourself a G. Like, and you still a bitch ass nigga. It's not going to change because you feel like you're a real nigga. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Next subject, man. Y'all trying to get shit all twisted. Cause you can get
and
fucked
now you
up
see
like
why
that,
you didn't
niggas.
get that fucking stream from me. See, that's why shit like that, shit, bullshit like that. Yeah,
that subject, man, is always gonna be touchy in situations and stuff like that, and people won't even understand. People get upset even when you got your own opinion of it. Like, like nobody get mad at like you can have. Why can't I stand firm and believe in what I believe in? It's just like the fucking vaccine shot. I don't give a fuck if you get it or not. I don't want it. That's me. I'm not gonna call you stupid for getting it. I just feel like if that's what you want to do,
they felt like that's what they want to do for themselves.
Yeah, but don't call me stupid for not getting it. Like, I don't. You know what I mean?
Speaking
I'm not calling
of the
you smart
vaccine,
for that shit.
Speaking of the vaccine, that does bring me to my next topic. Kyrie Irving.
Man.
Salute.
Yep.
Held his ground.
That's because he had money.
No,
he had a different platform. He had a different platform, but I condone
without that.
So if you were locked in a cage or in a cave someplace and you didn't hear Kyrie Irving now can play, as long he can't. Only place he can't play is
money,
in fact he
money run out.
The only place he couldn't play, he can't play is in Canada. That's the only place.
I think that was just him, bro.
But for the most part, you know, he stood his ground. I commend him. I will say this. I do agree. I do commend him for standing his ground. Hats off to him.
Salute.
Yep.
Salute.
You know what I mean?
I said early on in the process of this shit, you know what I'm saying, that regardless of what side of the vaccine or unvaccinated, whatever side you stand on, that what he did in that moment was going to be pivotal. It's going to be talked about. And the fact that he did that and took that stand, and I wanted him to be successful in that stand, because it meant something if he was successful in that stand.
Yep.
If in the first week that he came back to the NBA, he caught COVID and was on his deathbed. Like, see, we told you.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out.
All you had to do is wait it out.
Yeah,
it's going to be a matter of time.
And what he decided to do, he did have the luxury to wait it out.
He had the luxury.
Here you go. Because
everybody, but see, I don't knock everybody. We get back to everybody. I say this. I will say this. I get back to your point. I don't knock anyone for making the decision of taking the vaccine or not taking the vaccine.
And I was waiting it out regardless, even without money, even because you think you really.
But you might have been able, but you might have been able to do that.
That they was gonna be like, you can't go eat nowhere forever without a vaccine shot. They was like, let's see what else we can come up with to scare them for a little bit and to make more people get it. And that's what happened. Then 2 fucking weeks after that, they lifted. Everybody can go eat again.
But I don't knock a person that, let's say, if their job told them they had to do it.
Well,
my job told me.
Yeah, well, again, I don't know what measures you took where you had to stall out.
Fuck later.
Yeah, well, everybody wasn't in that same position.
Like
everybody's position was different, and I can't knock them.
My daughter got it. I didn't call her stupid, crazy. She just wanted to go get it.
Well, you know what? Here you go. Here's a funny thing. Like, it's funny. I was watching this video early on, and my journey with this shit. Like, early on, we're coming from Japan. We're coming from China. During the Chinese New Year and shit. And this is right when it first.
Yeah, you was right at the shutdown.
He was right.
You was in the airport at the shutdown.
I'm in the airport with that shut down and shit. So my homie over there.
He was international.
And hold on.
I'm not even gonna lie, Black. Listen.
Hey.
When it hit the news, he was right there.
He was in the air.
Right? When they were shutting down airports,
gates,
he was in the air.
I'm literally in Hong Kong. It's funny, Jeff just told this.
Where it was going on.
The story on the Breakfast Club.
It was on the tour, right? Yep.
We on tour. We're in Hong Kong. We just landed in Hong Kong. It's like 6 p.m. and shit. We're over there for this Chinese billionaire doing the Chinese New Year and shit. You know what I'm saying? New Year's Eve, big thing over in China and shit. Right. So we go have dinner. We're sitting with a bunch of the people, and they're like, they're expressing their concerns about how, politically over there was some unrest over there in the mainland, and Hong Kong is the island, and China is the mainland, and they're building this cold thing between them, and they don't want to be a part of what's going on in the mainland. So they basically felt like this virus was some type of political thing, and they was trying to keep motherfuckers in the house. That was the whole vibe. Right. And shit. So we get this 6 p.m. New Year's Eve. We get there and shit. Fucking go have dinner. We go do the show. The show was maybe like 1 a.m. We get out, finish the show maybe 3 a.m. and shit. We had to catch a flight early in that morning, so we had to leave the hotel maybe 6 a.m. We get to the airport the next morning and shit. And lo and behold, there were people wearing masks. But that's the thing. That's regular for them. It's regular for them. If anybody over there, the custom over there is if they feel that they're sick, they're going to wear a mask in public to prevent you from being sick. Right. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't uncommon to see people wearing masks over there. And even in the conversation, they said, "Yo, there's only 2 cases of the whole thing on the whole island, so we're not even tripping over it like that and shit." Mm-hmm. Like I said,
they started tripping real quick.
6 p.m. I got there. We're leaving at 6 a.m. Get to the airport. There's security outside of the airport to get into the airport.
They start shutting it down. They was ready.
So I'm not talking security at the regular check. I'm talking about to get into.
And you
the
sitting
airport.
right next to him, dog. Look at you.
You got into the airport. Hold up. Well, let me just say this.
He made it through the doors.
Hold up. I've been tested so many times over the whole course of my traveling. I've been negative ass Jimmy the whole time. So let's get that out the way.
You ain't never catching either one?
I've been negative.
I got to be a witness to it. Being around him,
I've tested.
He's never.
I can't tell you how many.
I had that shit twice.
Here you go.
Really?
Yeah.
I never had it. Everybody in my family had it.
I need to move. So,
no, listen. Crazy part about it.
I'm a person who had to get vaccinated. In order for me to fucking work and tour and go travel, I had to get vaccinated.
Stupid.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the story.
No, that's how niggas be.
Look at me, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look.
Yeah, that's how niggas be, man.
But here you go. So, like I said, we left that airport that morning and we were headed to Jakarta and shit. You know what I mean? Which is a couple hour flight and shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of same time zone type of shit. By the time I got to my hotel room, maybe 1 or 2 o'clock p.m. and shit, and turned on my TV, there was a lockdown in all of China on travel. So basically, we got out right before they just shut everything down in China. Mm. And the whole time we were moving, we were kind of ahead of this kind of curve.
He on the airplane soaring, this fire behind him and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire all behind him.
You know what I mean? But long story short, I mean, just going back to it and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get vaccinated for travel, you know what I'm saying? Like, during the whole shit, I'm going to London, I'm going to a bunch of different places, so I had to get vaccinated for travel. Although, I probably, if I did not have to do that, I probably would have been a person that sat it out. I sat and did enough research on it and look, I was like, I don't think I can catch this because I'm good with my immune system and shit.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And number two,
because you ain't healthy, nigga. That's crazy. What the problem is with you. Look at you.
I mean,
hey, look at you.
If you understood kind of what was going on and shit, understand like how viruses go. Like I was actually watching a doctor that kind of led you down the whole path of how viruses kick in and shit, you know what I mean? And like, how, when they become, they're more deadly when they first hit, and then they get less deadly as they go on, as they change the variant and shit.
They get watered down.
Basically, they become more virulent, but they become
different
less
symptoms maybe, but they get watered down.
Right, exactly and shit. And about 3 years and shit, we'll be at the point where we'll have COVID halls and COVID NyQuil and COVID shit like that.
Some new shit by then.
You might drop.
I mean, but
some new shit by then.
I mean,
always some new
shit
coming.
I feel like at the end of the day, we're just gonna have to live with this shit for real.
It's gonna be the
like
new
the
flu.
flu.
I mean, but here you go. You saw that coming. But the NBA was always the kind of marker for kind of some social shit because the whole world changed when the NBA shut down.
When the NBA said we stopping all games,
NFL, all that sports.
No. But the NBA was the first ones that shut it down.
It don't matter. When sports go, people like, nah, fuck everything we talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
And a lot of money.
Only things that bring everybody together. All races be cool as shit together at one point when you're watching the game. At the game.
For 3 hours. There's no racism.
It's all about sports.
It's no racism, no nothing. It's just
you got rednecks at the game, can't stand motherfucking black people
slapping
high
fives.
The whole black team.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how about on another note, can we talk about homegirl Brittany Griner?
Brittany Griner. Let's talk about her. Let's talk about her.
I don't know who that is.
That's the WNBA basketball player that is locked up right now in Russia for carrying CBD cartridges. Correct?
Was it CBD?
Was it? It was weed cartridges.
I think there was some type of.
It was a substance that was illegal.
Illegal. I thought it was CBD. I could be wrong. That's what it was. Cannabis abstract.
One of the flavors.
She's locked up in Russia right now.
So yeah. So I seen an interview with Lisa Leslie, former WNBA player. She was talking about how they were putting out a basically telling all the WNBA players. In retired and active players not to speak about this, and she couldn't understand why.
I mean, it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Let's say some, like, here you go. Let me start here. Let's start here. I think we touched on this
a little bit.
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit.
Let's start with this. All right, just because it's going to follow me. First of all, these are weed pens, right?
Okay.
All right, here you go. You travel. Like, I don't know how much you travel shit, but when you travel around the world, right, you get notices where you can really legally kind of get weed at, right? Some places be like, let's say, like, Jakarta or fucking Bali. You'll see, hey, weed here is punishable by death.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So
maybe you don't want to smoke there.
That's not the place you probably want to be
fucking. Forget your rules. Yeah, right?
You know, that's what I mean?
Forget your rules.
That's the place you want to fuck around with.
Smoking some real killer.
So, exactly. So, when you
treat that shit like crap.
I drink, you ain't peel your label.
Oh, that's not mine. That's not yours either. No. You don't drink that shit, dog. Drink them like them nasty poppy store drinks.
But I'm not healthy though.
I drink water, nigga. Fuck. What the fuck you talking about?
So
fake it for the camera. That's what it is. Go ahead, dog. I'm sorry.
Baby.
So when you dealing with like international shit, like
you gotta play by their rules.
Exactly. So you can't be you can't be some arrogant ass American thing. You can go someplace and do whatever you want to.
So what you're saying is this is her fault.
And they gonna play you more.
You gotta own it.
You're saying
exactly.
So basically, she needs to own this and sit in that jail in Russia.
I'm not saying that.
I'm just
speaking to the level of
smart. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How not smart this is.
Now, hold on.
Let me go. Let me add this dynamic. Let me just say this too. Let me add this to the shit. Let's change the whole shit. Make this a black male athlete, right?
Okay.
Let's say it's just like, a black male athlete who had a domestic violence case.
Mm-hmm. In another country?
No, just in general.
Just in general, shit. Because because Brittany Griner had a domestic violence case.
with the chick.
Okay.
Yeah, girl she married and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Domestic violence case and shit. You know what I'm saying? She was also the same player that said that she could beat fucking DeMarcus Cousins in a game of basketball, which is amazing. But that's here nor there. But imagine if this guy had a domestic violence case, was a guy who was like, yo, fuck women's rights or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And they got caught in Russia with some weed cartridges. Would motherfuckers be as sympathetic?
Oh, it's a whole different ball game. like she go,
I'll just add what
it's always double standard.
Because nobody. I don't think anybody just came out and said, "Yo, that's some dumbass shit." Yo, like you get more weed cartridges anywhere the fuck you go.
No, well, you know what though? I say that about her now. Like,
I feel bad. I really feel bad. But I'm just asking this question. I'm maybe you're not supposed to ask that question.
No,
but
like
asking
said, different
the question.
Rules, different places. It's just different things. Like you said, you got to be aware of that. Like, and if you're from somewhere else, they really gonna make you implement it.
I really tend not to travel.
They stamp on you as an arrogant farmer.
You got a war breaking out too, so it's just really not a good time.
I'm gonna be real with you.
But that speaks to why they don't want Lisa Leslie and them talking about this, that, and other thing. They don't want to make this a political issue.
I think the war got a lot to do with it too.
Well, the war, I think that's the reason why she's really stuck, because right now they're in the middle of a war, and right now you're not top priority.
Well, what?
That's like when I was in when I was in Beverly Hills and I was going across the street while the cars was coming. My man said, "Whoa!" Just like that. Same Broad Street, nigga. Don't jaywalk.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. He was serious. Like he really. You know what I mean? Like it was a cop sitting on the corner or on the other side or whatever. That motherfucker really acted like a car was about to hit me.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing.
We was right off of Rodeo Drive.
They know when you do jaywalking, because the customary thing is to get traffic stops. When you jaywalk in LA, like you go to walk on the street, traffic will literally stop. It's not like here and shit where motherfucker might run you over. Traffic stops and shit to a halt until you get across the street.
So I guess I was gonna get a ticket or fine.
Yes, you would have got a ticket. You got a ticket for fucking walking down the street. Absolutely.
I tend not to travel any place that don't cater to my likings. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I don't go no place. If it's something where it says something where you can get like death over weed, that's not the place I want to be.
Look, man,
I don't care how beautiful it is.
Like,
I don't care how beautiful it is. Like I've been scared. Y'all remember that show on HBO, Locked Up Abroad?
Oh man,
with the girl with the boogie board and the
episodes of that you have to watch to know.
Yeah. The girl, it took me one episode for the broad. I watched it with the chick, and she put the pound. It was a pound of weed in her boogie board bag, and they said, "Listen, usually the penalty is death." But because you're from the United States, we're only going to give you 20 years.
If they punishing you
20 years,
20 years for weed,
for a fucking pound of weed
there at all.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
It's not a place I don't want to go.
It seems like it's going to be something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I might have to pull over and take a piss somewhere.
Oh no, I pulled out the wood in the middle of the block.
They
be like, oh, penalty. You know what I mean?
It's 15 to 30.
Yeah. So I don't really.
So I'm trying to find the name of that movie.
Cool.
Remember that?
Which one?
That movie is about the drug mule that got caught in Mexico. It was made in like late 70s, if I'm not mistaken. This shit.
I'm not sure. I can't.
It's like thinking like American Express or something Express.
Yeah.
They had the motherfucking, he was fucking had him bent over the joint, beating his feet with a goddamn paddle and shit.
Yeah, nah. So I don't see.
In another country in Mexico because he had some coke.
What you say? Just ride with it.
I know the joint you talking about.
Yeah.
78 Midnight Express. That was
Midnight
Express.
He said 78.
That was before I was born.
I know the old.
That's before I was born. Shit.
That was before you was born.
Before I was born. Yep.
Yo.
I'm proud. I'm an 80s baby.
We're done with this. No.
He said he came home from school and watched that joke.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe, man, to Unscripted, man. Oh man. So listen. Let's get back to Mr. Black Deniro here real quick. So you got a new movie you're writing.
I got a new movie out first. Let's go there.
Come on, man. We don't want to talk about
let's
that.
go there first.
Is that Jenny?
What is
Here you
that,
go.
Jenny?
Tell me.
Why would you want to talk about some shit that I'm doing?
Yeah.
I want to talk about some shit
That's what's out
Yeah,
now.
because here you go. I'm not a movie guy.
Jenny.
I'm not a dude.
All right, talk about
Jenny,
Jenny.
the movie.
Talk about
Where
Jenny.
can I
and your
watch
movies.
this
Go
movie?
ahead.
Give me all that.
Jenny
info.
the movie
I'll
is
watch
on
this movie because
Prime
it's your
Video.
movie.
It's on Prime
Amazon
Video right
Prime.
now.
You can't get it on your Fire Stick. I tried.
It's on
I tried.
Prime.
I
It's
tried
on
to get it
Prime
on
Video. I don't know if
on Fire
Amazon
Stick.
Prime and what you call it is connected. I don't know how that shit goes.
You know what's kind of heat?
Is it, hold on, you go, I know there's two aspects of it. There's one,
that's what I'm saying. It's like
free-
Amazon Prime. It's on. No, you got to.
No, he's right.
So,
It's
yeah,
on
so-
Amazon Prime.
Okay,
It's on
but so
Amazon.
then-
Prime
Prime.
Video.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The twist is amazing. Y'all know my movies is like uncallable.
And it's
I've yet to have somebody call my movie. I won money off niggas in Atlanta on their podcast off telling me they predict movies better than anybody in the world.
and this is Jenny, right?
This is Jenny.
What's it? If they look it up, what's it like? Jennie.
JENNIE.
Okay.
Never gonna
All right.
predict
Make sure
my
y'all
movie.
check that
So
out.
This,
It's gonna be
this
good.
plot
Check it out.
twist has
Yep,
never been
right there.
done before on an A-list level, a Hollywood level, a B-list level. It's never been that. Like,
Who's in it?
of course, myself. Because I'm recently with this next movie. When we start talking about that, this is the first time I'm gonna really step back and just write the movie and co-direct it.
Are you about to do a Tyler Perry?
Myself, some up and coming actors and actresses who's like extremely talented. We have Beyond Beauty, who plays Jenny, on there. Her name's Beyond Beauty on Instagram. We have this guy named Gerald from Atlanta who came up from my casting call from Atlanta. My co-star, man, he played my best friend in the movie, Ryan. He's dope. He's fire. His name's Gerald. I think his Instagram is JERROLD or something like that. We have Dominique Janelle. She played the detective in there. She was also the project manager, the script director. She wore a couple hats on the film. Her Instagram is Dominique.Janelle. Got my man Dre who played Tank. Another guy named Dre Adrian who played Daryl. My daughter London Sky is in there. She's the little girl in the bank. We robbed a bank in this movie. She's the little girl in the bank. She had some dialogue.
How was that?
It was dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to that. We got Chalet from Atlanta. We have Tata Sharice, the comedian.
Okay.
From Philadelphia. We got Tiz 215. Drizzy.
Okay.
Got my man Drew Boy.
Okay.
From Philly. He in the movie. He got a nice little spot.
Where's my part?
That's what's up.
I want to be in a new movie. I want to be in a new movie.
My
dog.
man Goods the animal from
Lead
New York.
actor.
New York is in there.
Okay.
He got a nice spot. Who else is in there? It's a lot of people in there, but those are like the main characters of the film. Like I said, it's just a different twist. It's a different plot. You got to watch it from beginning to end. You know what I mean? It was executive produced by my man Daoud. It's just dope, bro. It's a dope project.
Dope,
and robbing that bank was
You're
like,
giving people opportunities here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's dope, man. Yeah.
I wanted to. It was so fun robbing that bank.
I get to do it.
I always wanted to do that. It didn't come out exactly how I expected it to.
Did you actually use a real bank? Like, how did you
Yeah, at a real bank.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Status. He ended up some reason, man. I don't know what made me call him. I'm like, damn, I need a bank. I'm gonna rob a bank. Niggas was like, what? Like, and I'm like, we can stage a bank. I'm like, no, I want a bank.
You want a bank?
Right.
Bank.
That
You want
authenticity.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I called Status for some reason. He was like, I know somebody that got a bank.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
And we robbed the bank, bro.
That's
Dope through the
crazy.
smoke bomb, boom, all that.
all the
What you mean it didn't come out the way you wanted to?
them network
Um,
connections.
It didn't come out the way I wanted to because I told the DP exactly what I wanted. He didn't do what I asked him to do. And at that point, it was already done. See, I'm the type that when I'm filming, I'm wearing 15 hats.
Okay.
I got to be the actor. I really get, for me, I feel like I pat myself on the back for being able to act as good as I can. Not saying I'm the best actor, but as good as I can without being able to have the luxury of sitting to myself for half an hour and falling into character like
or never
the other
having to
actors,
even think about having to do any other aspect,
actors
but
that's
just
on the set. I can't do that because I have to make sure this is right. I got to co-direct. I got to tell them, no, this is how I envision that. I have to make sure, oh, the lunch is coming. My daughter coming to me. Okay, yeah, she should hire her.
The water.
What do y'all want to eat? I got to go and make sure get with everybody when they want to eat. She got to come over to me, tell me how much it was. I got to do this. I got to, oh shit, I got the last T-shirt dirty with the continuity. I need to send him to the store. I gotta check on this. I gotta say nope, that wasn't on that page. I'm doing so much. Okay. I don't get a chance to sit down.
Eventually, you're going to have to peel some of those layers back and just take.
That's why I'm not gonna act.
Right. I'm about to say, you ever imagine yourself like kind of just either going one way or the other, saying, "Yo, I'm just want to have somebody write something for me, or move in that lane, or I want to just move the other way."
I don't want to.
Or I'm just be behind the camera. Are you just gonna be behind the camera?
I'll be in somebody else's films, I'll take all scripts, all that shit, BelAirs and BMFs, all right, whatever, or even bigger movies that's out there. I'm taking scripts to be in the movie because then I can focus on being that character all the way.
Okay.
But as far as just writing and doing a movie, I'm gonna step back, like with this comedy that I'm writing now. Shout out to Freeway Ricky Ross,
the real Rick Ross.
Yeah, the real Rick Ross.
Yeah. Okay.
He told me one day like, yo, I want to do a comedy. And I was like, listen, let me do it. Let me write it. Let me have control of the comedy. You put your name on it and get it out there and do what you got to do to get these budgets and whatever. And just let me do what I do. He gave me all 100% free control of the shit. And then he just going to do what he do. You know what I'm saying?
Cool dude.
But I'm going to step back. You know what I mean? I'm going to just write it and stay on set and just direct it that's why I like to co-direct, because co-directing is different, because I get a chance to just tell the people how I envision certain things. Directing the movie is behind camera saying zoom in, focus out. I can do that too, but I'd rather have a director for this project.
Person who knows film.
Have a DP.
Okay.
I have my DP, have my director, have my, you know what I'm saying, and just me say, no, this is how I saw this. I co-direct it, but I'm going to step out of this one. I might put my face in it in a little spot in the movie because still, people don't read the credits.
You could do the John Singleton. You could just
don't read
pop in the scene.
I'm gonna have some dialogue for a second.
Right.
Maybe I'll be
Stan Lee type.
I might be 4 or 5 minutes into the movie, because what happens is people will sit home and see all these people that I'm aiming to get for this movie. All the Instagram comedians that's out there that's so dope. You know what I mean? And the people that I want to hire for this joint, when they see that, people will say, "Oh shit, Black is in this movie."
Yeah,
that's what they'll say.
Yeah,
they don't. It's my fucking movie, but they won't see it that way.
Right.
They'll just be like, "Oh shit, Black in there." No. So I would need that too. You know what I'm saying?
So
they do it now.
So this is a comedy though. This one's coming out.
It's a comedy.
It's the first time for a comedy.
First time.
Yeah.
Let me just salute the business aspect of this, man, because it's important that fucking motherfuckers actually see somebody doing something. I mean, it's just I get tired of motherfuckers. Everybody wanting to be a rapper, and you know what I'm saying. Like I'm a music guy and shit. You know what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, I wanted to be a rapper, bro.
I know, but you were able to do something really smart, and you pivoted.
I just think, man, I'm blessed, bro.
And shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's smart. Most people aren't smart enough to make a pivot.
Well, a lot of times what I think a lot of people is, like you said, with that, it's more or less like, you got to adapt with time. You got to change.
I think
in order for in order for you to survive in this game, in this entertainment game, I think you just have to change with the test of time. Sometimes you do have to put on different hats. Like you said, you were an MC, or you still an MC, but now maybe now but now your direction is a little bit different now. It's like, you know what? Now I can do movies. I can do, I can do stuff.
If that go, I'm gonna do something else. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be like, I'm so grateful that, that I was blessed with drive and ambition, because you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have ambition and you don't have drive, it's not going to count for shit.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
What's the John Wooden thing? Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
Yeah, because exactly, because you got people that got that book, 2, 3, 4, 5 books that's sitting in the house that they wrote that they never published or even tried to attempt to it. You got people that come home from jail that wrote all these scripts in jail, and then they get them, they just got them sitting in that same box that they came home in. They got people that got fashion ideas who got the dope idea. You got guys that come to the studio. I'm gonna call my man Digits out on this.
Shout out.
Got some of the best fucking music in the fucking world.
Well, you know,
never bring it out.
You know what's funny? Like, I'll say this. You know, like what you were able to defeat is actually expectation. It's like you actually, even when you were talking about it, you basically said you did something without having the expectation of whatever the end result is.
I was blessed with drive and a hustle. So even when I did it, like say if I did the short film, I could have said, yeah, I wrote that, and it just sat there. Mm-hmm. Or once I put it out, I push shit to the limit when I'm pushing it because I have to.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like somebody will write that script and that say, well, I need somebody else to invest in that script in order for it to get done, and you were able to figure.
I run into those problems.
You know what I'm saying, but
if you don't,
I think what he's saying is you figured out how to get over those obstacles.
That's the drive that you're talking about. That's the drive you're talking about.
You don't want to get it done.
Yeah.
I take the street game when I was in it to this. That's why I was a good drug dealer. If it's such thing as a good drug dealer. Because I knew what I wanted to do, and I wasn't out there to be like, well, if I'm going to hustle and I'm going to be throwing rocks at the penitentiary and playing with my life every day, I'm not going to be out here on a corner doing nothing for nobody. Mm-hmm. And me and my man Steve just had this conversation. We was in the 9th grade, and I was like, "Yo, why you was in his basement? He's gonna cut my hair." I said, "Damn, why we grinding for such and such when we can just do this shit ourselves? Like we're getting $30. We selling a bean,
getting the piece of the pie.
$30, bro. We can get the whole. Let's do it." He didn't want to do it because they didn't see it. He just saw, man, he feeding us with it. Right. I said, "Fuck that." And that's how I got to where I was at, that y'all saw where I was at in the game, because I dedicated myself to that. Then when I was done with that, I was working. Yeah. You know what I mean? Wherever I work at, I become the lead that fast. Motherfuckers been there 6 years, and they working for me.
I've always said that. I was like, any job that I've ever had in my life, and I haven't had a job, and I couldn't tell you how long, but every job that I've had, I went from, in months, being somebody who started off as a worker to the manager.
I worked at Glass Enterprise, remember?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I was there for fucking 6 months, and had niggas, 6-7 months, and had niggas that was there for 6 years. My whole team was there for 5, 6, 7 years, and it all was under me. And I had the biggest raise that they ever gave in that joint.
You got a merit
$3 raise in a year.
You had a merit increase.
Like, because that's what happens, bro. I find out what's going on with situation and I concrete. You got to have an execution game out here. No matter what you're doing. And if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. That's the thing. If I say I'm going to bring out a film or bring out a documentary or bring out this or book or whatever, I'm going to execute. I don't give a fuck if 2 people see the film. I'm going to do it. Well, I do care, but that's what I'm going to do. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the hustle in me, man. You got to have a hustle. You got to have that drive and that ambition, because if I didn't, I would have probably been quit, because it's aggravating. It's not all sweet.
That's the part of it.
It's fucking aggravating as hell.
And that's what I mean by the expectation. Motherfuckers expected to go a certain amount of easy, a certain amount of smooth, and this, that, and everything. And it's never smooth.
It's never
smooth at all. I've been grinding. Y'all see this grind. I don't got to sell it.
I respect your grind. I respect your grind.
100% respect.
And I never felt, and that's why when I come to people and I say, it's probably only been 2 people that I've ever asked, and this is when I was rapping, to do something for me. But they still should see what I'm doing now. One was Deshaun Jackson.
Shout out D-Jack.
I called D-Jack.
D-Jack.
I asked D-Jack.
Shout out D-Jack. I ain't talked to him in a little while.
With the music, but this when he had the young
the
from
ball.
West Philly. He's like, man, I'm tied in with him already. Boom, boom, boom. I think the second person was probably Charlie. Charlie Mack.
Shout out Charlie Mack.
Shout out Charlie Mack. That was it. I don't, and I'm like, hopefully y'all would see, like, I done seen so many rap artists come and go from the time. I've been rapping since 98, 99. Well, longer than that, but when we had everybody, Most Wanted, Ram Squad, and everybody, I come from that shit. Yeah. So I've been rapping that whole time. It's 2022. Motherfuckers wasn't born at 25, 26 years old that still know Black Deniro. Right.
Well, I mean, you was locked up though.
I was locked the fuck up, and I came home and still did it. Like that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like the grind is not going to stop. So if somebody do ever fuck with me, that's on a higher level. They gonna understand you're not dealing with somebody that come to you like the people come to me. People come to me from jail and say I'm rapping. I see what's going on. I'm like, man, you gonna quit? I don't want to really. I don't jump to fucking help people. Then they get mad at me. but I know what it takes and I know what's gonna happen. And everybody that came to me like that quit.
Well,
they don't even make it a year.
Well, you know what?
2 years.
I think a lot of people see the end result and like people fall in love with something because they like what they think that business gives them instead of falling in love with the thing.
Yeah, you gotta like what you do. I love what I do.
Yeah,
it's
man.
frustrating though.
Exactly, but anything
because
you
I look at
with
this.
that.
They don't see that part though.
I look at it like, damn, I want to be this multimillionaire. I want to be here. I want to be, because especially when you see so many people that you come up with surpass you. You see all the people that we was in this.
Everybody that was in that.
Everybody that was in the studio.
Everybody was doing that thing.
There's a lot of millionaires out there shit now. You be like, well, what the fuck, dude?
When my million comes.
Everybody waiting their time.
Then I run into people that just be so. Just recently, a nigga told me, a grown ass nigga, he's an all right guy, man. The nigga said, look, bro, he said, I got chills, bro. Because he didn't know it was me. You know what I'm saying? And he just was like, bro, you just like, I look at that and be like, damn, I'm inspiring other people. I do have something. I'm not fucked up. I can leave y'all right now, jump in my car, go home, relax, keep my feet up in nice space, eat good, kids crawling on me. On the way here, my daughter sending me the picture of the big Balenciaga she won. All that shit, and I'm like, I get them. I mean, shit like, so I'm blessed to be able to do certain things without selling the drug, without knocking somebody over the head, without sneaking nobody. You know what I'm saying?
It's money.
So let me ask this. So when can we see? Because we gotta probably wrap this up, y'all. When can we see the new one coming out now? Well, it's comedy. I know it's still in works.
Yeah, it's still in the works. I only got like 71 pages of the comedy. I'm doing.
You're still in writing mode.
Yeah, I'm doing like a lot of prepping behind the scenes. I want to make it to about 120 pages. And you know what I mean? Right now it's just all about Jenny, because the first stop is that. Like, this people don't understand. The first stop was with.
How many films do you have? How many films do you have?
I got 4. One short, 3 full.
And all of them on Amazon Prime or
no? Brush is on Brush on YouTube under Black Deniro. That's John Larry, and he loves it. Shout out Larry.
I told y'all, Larry like management, acting, rapper. There's
more to the stories on YouTube. Brush is on YouTube. Backfire was on Netflix. The lease was up after 3 years. It was on there from 19 to early 22, I believe, or something like that.
Okay. Shipping and
it's on Amazon Prime now. It's on Tubi. And Jenny.
Tubi the best kept secret right now.
Yes, it is. And Jenny is the
where's
one
Jenny
that I'm pushing right now. That's on Prime Video. That's my shit.
Jenny's on Prime Video.
I still gotta push that and push that and push that. Like I said, I push it to the limit.
When did Jenny come out?
No, Jenny's out.
Shit, Jenny came out.
Couple of months. No,
that's what I'm saying. When did it come
maybe
out?
about month and a half.
Okay, so
only 2 months.
It's fresh. It's a fresh boy.
Right, 2 months.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people show support to it, so thanks to everybody that's supporting and stuff like that. I have to.
I supported too.
Ask me one time.
I tried to do it on my Fire Stick. I told you.
I had a girl ask me one time. I post my movie and she said, "Damn, just when I was promoting Backfire, I promoted for the whole 3 years, and I'm still promoting it to this day. We shot that shit. My daughter that's in the movie was 10. She's 14 now. Yeah. Same one that asked me for the Balenci's, right? She said, "Damn, how many times you gonna promote this shit, bitch? How many times McDonald's promote their burgers, right?
Every day,
every day. I'm my own promotion team. I got to do everything. I'm promoting it forever. You don't like it? It's a spot at the top. It's a follow and message. You hit the follow. The joint is gonna go blue, and it's gonna say you're not following me no more.
Stop that whole thing right there.
Stop that easy. You don't gotta look at this shit." You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna execute. I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna keep on pushing. So Jenny is that's just the first stop. It's not over for that.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? People just get to know about it more so than I had promoting it with Backfire. I wasn't promoting Backfire too much like that when it was on Prime and all that, because I was still grinding. I was still working on Jenny, and I was working on this joint called Change It that I'm writing. That's fire too. I got like 70 pages to that.
Yeah.
So I was doing those. I wasn't really, when it hit Netflix, that's when I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, bet. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up. I think we hit everything.
Yeah.
Did we hit everything?
We went through a lot.
Man, went through a lot. Right. Black Deniro, we appreciate you coming over here, man, kicking it with us. Where can everybody get at you? Like,
At Black Deniro _215. DENIRO. Everybody put DINERO.
That's like,
I don't know why.
Ain't that like money or something?
Hoffa just did that.
Some money stuff.
Mav just did that to me.
You be having a pop in clubhouse room too, don't you?
Yeah, I have a pop. I go my clubhouse room pop every Sunday, 9 p.m. Man, we be having
Black John be popping.
We have crazy topics. I always have guest hosts. Shout out to Freeway. Shout out to Big Ooh. I always people come through and kick it all the time. Shout out to Big Tone, my man Nafis, James the manager. It be a couple people in there, man. We be kicking it, man. And it's every Sunday at 9 p.m. We have controversial topics all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? This week I was gonna do something a little bit more upscale. Like it was like some, just to have a little fun with it because they be getting heated in there. I was gonna have something like if you had 4 situations, which one would you want to be?
Oh, yo, them Jones is crazy.
What are you talking about? 4 situations.
Like if you could be invisible, if you can time travel, be invisible.
Niggas aren't allowed to time travel. It's against the law.
Fly or read minds. Which one would you want to be?
Niggas aren't allowed to time travel. It's against the law. So I'll let you know that right now.
But I'm not doing it this week because I'm watching the battles. I was going to do it tonight. Going chess.
By the time this comes out, this will be over already.
Yeah, it'll be over. But I'm watching the battles tonight.
Okay.
I'm a big battle rap fanboy.
Make sure y'all subscribe to unscripted.com. So check it out down there. I think that's it. Spawn Vicious, my man Nard the Madman. Keith, you with us still, man? You all right?
Yeah, Keith's doing OT man. Right now.
Focus Films. Focus Films in the building.
Man.
You know, stop acting like you fucking like really into this shit, bro. Man.
That shit healthy, man.
Yeah.
It look healthy.
It's good.
But you don't look healthy. That's
4 grams of sugar, dairy free, non-gluten, soy free, plant based.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That shit, $15 bottle.
You know what I mean? 18 grams of protein, got potassium, vitamin D, all that, man. It's all
whatever, man.
Shit for you, man.
So, shout out to Larry for the space, man. I mean, like, you know, that's the other thing. A compliment from the look.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he always upgrade, man. See, I don't really get a shot of the spot because we only get one side, but one day we're going to do like a panoramic joint.
I'm gonna tell you my Allen Iverson story. I gotta tell you my.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna tell it right now. I'll tell it another time.
You want to tell another time?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I gotta tell him first. Make sure it's. I don't want to. It ain't nothing super crazy, but
when he's involved with it, like what the fuck?
Super crazy, but you know I don't. You know, Poppy ain't no snitch.
Yo, make sure y'all check us out, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think that's it. P-Funk, Nard the Madman, Spawn Vicious, Black Deniro, Focus Films. Here we out.